G'day all. Bit of a common problem with fridges and the door shelves is that with the kids, or adults I guess as well, the little plastic tabs break off and you can no longer hold yourself in place. Now, I priced to get a set of these. I've got two of them that are broken. One's got both tabs, or this one's got both tabs, the other one's just got a single tab broken, and about $80 each. So, you know, $160 for two. So we're going to do a simple repair, fairly simple repair, won't take long. We'll see how this is going to work out. Alright, so the repair on this is quite straightforward. I've just got some 10 gauge by 15mm long stainless steel screws. So they're 10 gauge, and I've got some 3/16 or 5mm washers from my local Bunnings. And I had some of these wall plugs or concrete plugs left over from another job. And they're for 10 gauge to 12 gauge, I think the green ones are. Yes, 10 gauge to 12 gauge for the green ones. And what we basically end up with, hopefully you can see that, I've just drilled a hole, put the screw in with the washer behind it to give it a bit of bearing area, and then just use one of the plugs, and I've had to just grind back the length a little bit on that to make it fit a little bit better. And when I overcooked this one a little bit, I've just had to take a little bit of a shaving off that with a Stanley knife. So that's how it works. When we open these up, when they screw in, they come out to around about, well, just a tad over 8mm. So this is the one we're going to repair here. So this is the one that's stuffed. And we're going to take the measurement from that outside edge there back, because that's where it's going to bear when it gets, inside edge, inside edge and back, because that is where it's going to be bearing up against there when it goes into the slot. So because that expands out 8mm, we come back about 4mm. So that line, that parting line there when the die was struck, is about 5mm, so we're going to come just a touch inside that. So I'll grab my scriber, which has now disappeared. I'll be back in a tick. I'll just go and find that. And that's got to. Alright, put the scribers back again. Like you guys, whenever I put anything down, I lose it. So I'm going to come about 1mm inside of that parting line just there. And we're just going to give that a mark. Let's put that marked. I've got a 3.5mm diameter drill on this. Oops. Drill through as straight as you can. Grab yourself your washer and your screw. And from that side there, screw them in. Now, belts and braces, just to make sure that's never going to move again. I'm just going to dab a little bit of super glue onto that, onto the back of the washer. Around its face, and also on the head of the screw. Don't need much. I'll screw that all the way home. That's pretty firm. And grab one of your plugs. just by hand. Just screwing in. And a pair of pliers. And nearly off the length. And that's the repair done. If you overcook it a little bit, you know, if you come up too close to that edge there, just get your Stanley knife there and just give it a bit of a shave back. And it makes it a bit of a snugger fit on. I don't think I need to do that on this one, it's pretty good. If you find these screws a little bit long, in other words it's catching a little bit as it goes into its cavity, just get a file or a grinder. I've got a belt sander set up on my grinder. I can just take a little lick off that and just relieve that length a little bit. And she's done. So simple as that. So I think this all cost me, geez, it was under $10 at Bunnings to get all the bits and pieces. So I saved myself $150 and I don't know what it'd take. The two of them done, 15 minutes. So very happy with that. We'll head on over and we'll see how they fit. Okay, we've got these in place and they've worked out really, really well. So they're quite a nice fit. I had to grind the ends off on these slightly just so that they wouldn't grab when they went in. That was a very nice, quick, easy fit. Both of them. And they're in strong. They're going to take a fair bit of weight. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to be a lot better than when they were with the original plastic tabs, and they look quite nice in there with the stainless steel screws. Doesn't look out of place. So I'm really happy with that. So that's it fixed. I hope that helped someone out, and we've saved a bit of money. All right, thanks for watching.